Hello, did you miss me? I am back. I was either really, bored, busy. We'll start over. Been gone for a couple weeks, right? Don't know if anyone even noticed. It was either raining or I was on vacation. So we're getting back into the swing of things. It is July 7th, Wednesday. Let's get things started off with a look at the potatoes. Help. So my calculation said that these should have been ready next week, but they've already died. These are loving life, getting really tall, actually vining a little bit, and weeds back there, don't worry about that. So yeah, this experiment is interesting. The garlic should be nowhere near done. I kind of attribute it to how hot and wet it's been over here. It doesn't get a whole lot of sun. It gets like half a day of sun, but it's either been overwatered by rain or just plain hot to the surface. So I should actually dig that up. Remember every time I think I'm done with driveway broccoli? And then I'm never done with driveway broccoli? That is not broccoli. Kind of looks like a pepper. No, what was that? No, God, it's something under there. What is that? I touched it. Oh, God. Heebie-jeebies. Okay. Whew. All right. Cool. We're good. We're good. More driveway broccoli. More driveway broccoli. Are we surprised? I found a little green worm on this one earlier and I squished it. Don't know if it was a friend or a foe. Probably should have looked first, but it fell. And when I went to go get down closer to see, it was under my foot. So, oopsie. My clematis doesn't love life. It really wanted to have lots of buried roots before it got really hot. And I don't think it got to establish that, and I didn't mound up around it enough. I mean, those are my thoughts. I'm no expert, never claimed to be an expert. Number one, this is elephant ear number one. It's doing okay, but I again think it's just been so waterlogged or so hot that there's not been an in-between. Growing Johnson grass, that's what that is. What is this? Oregano. It bolted this year. It lasted all through the winter, bolted, and the bees really like it, so it got to stay. I think I mentioned last time, I'm not sure what happened to the sage. This I'm just kind of counting as a loss at this point. My primrose might not come back now. I don't know. I never really was much into flowers until this year. This is my zucchini plant. And when I mowed the other day, that didn't get complete pollination. Neither did that one. When I mowed the other day, I hit these leaves over here and I meant to come back and cut them off, but then it became vacation for 4th of July and I just didn't do anything else. But look at the milkweed and the zinnia. This thing is doing awesome. That's my perennial milkweed. That's a zinnia I started from seed, looking beautiful. That is an annual milkweed that has been out here since, I don't know, March. I had to cover it when it snowed in May. And this one I put out second, so it got a later start. But I am super impressed with how well these milkweed are doing. Haven't found any more caterpillars though. Crossing my fingers for later on this summer I get some more monarch caterpillars. Long beans. I could probably harvest some, actually. I have one inside that I harvested the other day. I honestly don't really know what to do with them, but I thought they'd be fun to grow. And that ants? Yes, ants on the flower. The cucumber and the long beans have started to entangle together. But when they're little purple flowers, they're just so cute. This one's past the purple flower stage. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cucumbers that I accidentally let go too far. We're gonna need to harvest after this video. Maybe I'll throw a clip near the end of what I ended up harvesting tonight. I did come out a little bit this morning and get some cherry tomatoes, but this is a burpless cucumber. It's kind of long and definitely tasty. These are the national pickling cucumbers, and those that are turning yellow probably be a little bit bitter. Look how big these leaves are though. I'm trying to single stem my cucumbers, so anytime that I see something like this, which they call a sucker for a cucumber, anytime I see that, I usually clip it off, but since I'm shooting a video, I'm just using my hand and pointing. This is cucamelons. Look at it. This is like 9 plants. I don't know, way too many for this area, I'm sure. And oh look, one got pollinated. Yay, the first cucamelon. If they don't get pollinated, they do that. They just fall off. But this one got pollinated, so it's gonna get bigger. And then when it's about the size of a grape, you can harvest it. If you wait till it gets too much bigger than a grape, it'll be bitter. But it's very thick down here because there's so many plants that I had in this one area. I was worried that I wasn't gonna get any to sprout, so I left and I didn't thin them. And this is what you see. Jungle. Kale. I have not used the weed eater. And the cucamelons are attempting to take over the kale. But I did harvest from it and then promptly did nothing with it and left it in the refrigerator to wilt. But I am shocked that just harvesting off the bottom created a whole nother level of kale. So definitely something I need to figure out how to cook and eat, because it does not hate life in my yard. So yeah, kale. Pepper bed, pepper bed. Okay, so this was the last pepper that I added. I have not fertilized or anything other than just the compost that I added the first weekend of May. And earlier this morning I came out and this plant had another stalk that was up and had peppers just nestled all down in it, and I couldn't get it out and I ended up breaking the plant. So that's a sad situation, but hopefully I didn't get the main stalk of the plant. Hopefully this one back here is the main stalk and it won't die. But I'm really struggling with flea beetles. I think the people that lived here before me treated the yard so much that it took 3 years to get to the point where all the bugs are coming back to my yard. A volunteer tomato plant has laid over, and next time I mow, I have to be careful that it doesn't, you know, get mowed. I finally got some little flowers on these. It's just been so wet that the peppers just haven't wanted to do much. And I've been doing my best to not give them any extra water, because every time I'm like, oh, it hasn't rained for a couple days. Guess what? It rains again. Kansas has just been unseasonably wet. And tomato / onion bed. I let this plant get a little too wild. It's kind of bushy up here, obviously. Single stem-ish down here. I should probably cut this off, but since it's got fruit, I will probably just tie it up. I've had white flies, I've had flea beetles, and I have barely done anything to treat any of them. And you can see, I don't know if this is blight or the flea beetles, maybe a little of both. This is Japanese beetles. This is what Japanese beetles do to your crops. They turn things into like lace. And that is what this is supposed to be catching. It has a scent thingy up here. Oh, and then they go in here and they're too dumb to figure out how to get back out. And I think I might have supposed to put water in there, but I never did. So any of that is just dead bug and rainwater, if there's any rainwater in there. So that's working. I also have a very big swimming pool in the backyard that is also catching the beetles for me. That's so much fun. I've only gotten cherry tomatoes so far. And what is wrong with these two plants? Ever since I got them, when they were little tiny, their leaves were super curly. Let's go look at what kind they are. I can never remember. Smart Starts Arkansas Traveler tomato? I don't know, man. They're just super curly leaves. That needs to come off. And they just don't look healthy. It just hasn't since I got it. I probably shouldn't have even put it in here. But yeah, it's just been so wet that things have just, this guy could probably come off. Aw, yay. That's taller than me. So let's see. The cattle panel's 4 feet. There's about 2 feet. So that should be 6 feet, and it's about a foot taller than that. So that's approximately a 7-foot tall tomato plant. Not to mention I buried it 12 inches or more. So love that for me. It's got, like, if y'all can tell, it's like spindly or leggy. And after they got this big, I didn't think they got leggy. So the only thing I can think of is the super wet climate that we've had. Got some beef steaks in here. I have a couple of these little things that sprout at the bottom in a cup in the kitchen for my nieces so they can put tomatoes at their house. I just keep forgetting to take them over there. The garlic hanging in. A couple onions that were here I harvested because they looked like they were starting to die, and then they were only like as big as this. I don't know what I did wrong, so I'm trying to leave these onions to see if I'll actually get bulbs. I bet if I pull this little short, small one, it's probably just as big around. Like, it's probably tiny. Little sad plants that are just hanging in there. They're trying. Oh man. I was just trying to look and see what I think might be happening. I don't know, man. I need a gardener expert. No new strawberries, which makes me sad. I was hoping to have fresh strawberries, but that's just the impatience in me. This is dill. Ooh, look at number 2 and number 3. This is number 3 because it's farthest away from number 1, and it's got a bazillion leaves on it. It's doing great, but look how much shade it gets with these cucumbers being in the way. Like that one in the pot. Oh, number 2. Why do you have so much grass around you? Okay, let's stop looking at number 2. My poison ivy has gall mites. Little mites that are making the poison ivy blister, which makes it look even more terrifying and disgusting and creepy and freaks me the F out. Look at this. All of those little blisters were red the other day. Oh my God. I have got to get out here in April before this crap takes over next year. It's just too much. And, you know, a couple trees for good measure. I'm gonna put this in my pocket. Let's see if I remember or if I squish it. Now to the very neglected bunny. Very much. Nothing like a little struggle bus to get the video going. Very neglected back bed. I did plant a couple of watermelon 2-3 weeks ago. So we're just gonna give that a little boost. Maybe coax it to go the other. Oop, don't even know what you're looking at. I know, buddy. Excuse you, tree. Get out of here. Grass. Okay. Trying to coax those to go over to the trellis. We got one here that I purchased and planted. One here. Did I purchase that one? That might be a cantaloupe. I think I only got watermelon. I don't know, guys. I'm confused. What is happening? Oh, that was part of the plant. No, it wasn't. That's not what it looks like. Well, anyway, if it ever stops drowning the plants, maybe those will grow. This yellow squash. I tried to pollinate this one yesterday briefly, but the flower might have been too dead already. And this one seems to be getting bigger, so doing good there. My pumpkin. Speaking of pumpkin, oh my gosh, it's so adorable. Why are you out here? Why aren't you? Okay, I might need to take a break and make sure that that lives. Hold on. Okay, and we're back. We still have a little hope for some eggplants that are just, every time they come back, I feel so bad. Maybe I should just put them out of their misery. Okay, back to the pumpkin. So this morning I shot a Snapchat that there was like 5 male pumpkins just open, poking through all of the green, and it was just gorgeous. So I didn't even see this pumpkin and this pumpkin. And this is the one that I was like, hold on, let me come back after I get this put where I can survive it. What? That's not English. Oh my gosh, look at them all. I better be getting some pantyhose or something. I gotta support all these pumpkins. I gotta get child support going on here, guys. Okay, these are marigolds that I planted intentionally. All of this is weeds that just grow at the side of my yard when I don't take care of it. And these are zinnias, trying to get the good bugs to come and get the bad ones to stay away. 3 watermelon, maybe 4. 1, 2, 3 watermelon, maybe 4, and a cantaloupe. I left this because I thought it might flower. Not exactly sure. I know it's a weed, but I thought it might flower, so I left it. And then, let's see what's in here. Anything? I'd say definitely not even 1/4 of a barrel yet. While on the other hand, the barrel that's off the downspout has been filled 3 times over now because I keep forgetting that I need to take that off and put the regular downspout back on. So, and before anybody says anything, I know that the water can go back into my house. It just starts raining and then I think about it. And right now would be a great time for me to go and do that. But what am I doing? Making a video. Pool shot. Okay, last thing that I usually stop at is this onion. Did you hear it go? Oh my gosh, let me turn you around. So it's like a whole onion down there, but remember a couple videos back I was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the dogs are peeing on it. I don't want to eat that. And look at that leaf. That is Japanese beetles that are doing that. That is insane. I think I need a few more traps. And one more little tidbit for you. I stopped by the community garden near my house. I tried to stop by the other one that's not near my house, but they only have certain hours that they're open, and I did not show up during those hours. So let me throw that footage of the community garden by my house right here. Hello. It has been a very long time, maybe like a month, since I stopped at this community garden. So let's see how it's going with them. Oh my goodness. There's a lizard. I want lizards at my house. Why doesn't my house have lizards? Anyway, this is cilantro and a freaking beetle. Japanese beetle. Oh, there it goes. Okay, strawberries. What is this? Ooh, another little lizard. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Anyway, what is this? Don't know. Where'd that? He went over there. Oh yeah. That means there might get lizards at my house. Wow. I don't see any strawberries though. I'm sad. And these look terrible. I mean, those look all right, but I wonder, is it just the heat? Too much water this year? There he goes again. There he goes again. He's like running from me. Okay, we'll stop terrorizing the little lizard. The brassicas that were here. Oh, somebody harvested. Oh, look. Look at the little cauliflower. Why is theirs working and mine just bolts? I don't get it. This is more cilantro. I don't know what this is. Beans, maybe? Yeah, people have harvested from this. That's cool. Why did they take and didn't cut the full sentences, Diana? Why did they take it but not take down the plant? Okay. Over here was turnips. This looks like a brassica that bolted. I'm not sure what it was though. Oh, broke it. Broke a leaf. Doesn't look very big, does it? Well, if you want turnip greens, I guess that's ready. I wonder why they didn't do very good. Lots of roly-polies in here. Let's see if I can... What is this? I'm just being nosy at this point. That's just all turnip. At least I think it is. Okay, moving on. This is a tomato. This is a pepper that fell over. Look! They have a pepper. This one fell over too, though. Aw. They got peppers. That is a cucumber. A little pepper. Little peppers. Tomato. Peppers. Mint. I don't know what this is. Getting choked out by the mint though. Cucumbers. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys that I actually found a person here one day last time I was here, and I didn't film it because I was just trying to make sure I wasn't going to get into, you know, trouble for filming here. And she said, oh yeah, community garden, you can talk about it, don't worry. But she had moved these cucumbers here and she was hoping that they would trellis on these tomatoes. So I know that that was her intention, so I'm helping. Man, my cucumbers are much farther along. Still looking pretty good though. That almost looks like a squash, but I think it is a squash plant. This is a cucumber. They're intertangling together. Here, you go this way and grab onto the trellis, and you, I guess we'll have to come back to find out what kind of squash this is. See how their tomatoes are doing. This is wild. Oh, look. They got some big greens. Big greens on the vine. See, I single stem mine, so mine doesn't look like this. Ooh, Roma perhaps? There's one. I got some dill right here. Looks a lot better than my dill. Oh, there's a tag over there. Oh, look here. Here we go. Oh, grape tomatoes. Okay. Juliet tomatoes. Okay. Ooh, rainwater. Not much rain in there. I guess I just thought that putting a rain barrel out in the middle of a field would gather more rain, but it just doesn't. At my house, it doesn't either. So these are healthy plants. You gotta pick a weed when you find the urge to do so. Their tomatoes are definitely bigger and farther along than mine are. Mine are all still pretty small. I won't prune their suckers off, not all of them anyway. Oh, look at that one. Well, you can't see that one. So cool. Oh, that one's real big. I have no idea what you guys are looking at. I'm just walking around with the camera in my hand. And I'm looking at the camera. I'm so excited about the little lizards. Why is that exciting me? Maybe because I want one at my garden to eat the bad bugs. But I am very surprised that there's no strawberries. Do lizards eat strawberries? Do they just stop producing once it gets really hot? It has been very hot lately. And then it like dumps rain. Like yesterday, it rained a lot. It filled my 55-gallon rain barrel off the roof of the house. Well, this is a nice update. This smells beautiful. I wish I could smell it. It smells wonderful. Bug. Something buzzy. Where'd that little lizard go? Lizard. Here, little lizard. It's probably just laughing at me somewhere. Haha, you can't see me. But yeah, I'm actually very impressed with their brassicas. I might even be a little jealous. And they've got a couple good peppers going on, so overall, it's pretty neat. So if you're in Topeka and you're curious about the location of this community garden, which I was told I don't have to hide the name of it, Countryside Church Community Garden, and if you don't know where it is, I can tell you. If you want to leave a comment, I'll let you know where it is. Let's go back to my garden. So I got distracted after that clip and I started pruning the tomatoes, but since these are probably diseased, I don't want to put them in my compost bin. So now we got to take them all the way to the garbage because it's trash day. I'm just gonna get all those brownish, the leaves that look brown. I'm just gonna get all those off, and I'm gonna call it a day. So thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. You'll see me next time.